3 heat settings. You've just got a button on the jacket there, hold it down for 3 seconds, and you have the red mode, which is the hottest. So for them real cold days, it'll be heating this jacket up lovely. You need a reliable jacket where you don't need multiple layers. I tend to do the 3-layer system. I think with this jacket, you're going to do a 2-layer system, a warm, thermal, and this jacket. So you've got heat within the arms and the back, and a heat section in the chest. I've just pressed it now, and the heat is pretty much instant. So when you go out in the mornings and you feel a bit nippy, you know, that heat cuts straight in. And then if you get too warm, you either vent it with a 2-way zip, or you turn the heat down by pressing that button. So blue's medium, red's the warmest, and green is the coolest. It's made of soft shell, which is a great material, really robust and water resistant. So this jacket will take a hammering. And I like the long back as well. When you're sitting down on logs or on the ground, you've got that extra bit of protection. The thing that also I like about this jacket, it's got multiple pockets. So you can put all your bits and pieces in, and they're very large. You know, you can get a lot of gear in here for your outdoor exploits. 2 large pockets here. This is what I like. It's cold, you're going out for a walk, you can just stuff your hands in there. And if it's raining, you know, you haven't got the downward pockets where all the water's going in. So within inside the jacket, you have a little internal pocket, and that's where your 12-volt power pack lives. And if you press the button on the power unit, it tells you what percentage of power is left in the bank. So you can charge that via mains, or from a power station, or your cigarette lighter. So you're never going to be short of power, and it's not awfully heavy either. You don't notice when you're wearing a jacket that you're carrying this in there. And this is a super duper feature. One of my pet hates is when you get a jacket that rides over your hands because the elastic goes or stretches, or there's no elastic at all in the jacket. But with this Velcro tab, you can cinch that down, so it's really tight against your wrists, so your hands are not restricted. What I love about this Debu heated jacket, you can go rambling and you can go through thick undergrowth and not worry about ripping your arms or your jacket to pieces. So you're well protected, all your skin's protected, because it's really cut and scratch resistant. A sharp gorse there, and I don't feel a thing, and it's not snagging the jacket at all. I like something that's going to last me for a fair old while. And if you've ever done something like this, you know what it's like. Ripped to pieces. So it's holding up real great, and I'm not one scratch on my body, and the jacket's intact. So I'm back out, and as you can see, the jacket hasn't snagged, and that's what I'm looking for. Nothing worse than putting holes in your jacket. This is another reason I wanted a heated jacket. I'm just going up my tree stand, because I sit up here quite a bit and look at nature, and if I do decide to take my rifle or my crossbow up to this tree stand, I know I can sit up here and have the flexibility of this jacket. So at the moment, you know, I'm quite warm, but say I'm up here for an hour or 2, I've got that added advantage of holding that down for 3 seconds and I'm into the heat.